Look, you're going to rack up the savings when you rack up the cue ball and all the different things that they have here at Leon's Billiards and More. Spacious, incredible, family fun for the entire neighborhood. So get here, and with the holidays fast approaching, you got to put them on your wish list. Now, it's always been a wish of mine to be here with him or his brother Chris or Augie and their late father, their sisters, because the Leon family's got that swagger about them when it comes to the gaming industry, going back to his late parents. I absolutely love the family. And wherever you're placing that legal sportsbook bet, more times than not, it's going to be a table from Leon's Billiards and More. We always use betrivers.net, Rivers Casino in Pittsburgh, so he gets to pick his weekly winners against the spread, something we do every week on the Coons Market Black and Gold Sunday Show in hour number 2. We started Ted Arnaud and I, his father knew him well, about 25 years ago for entertainment purposes only, but now legal sportsbook bets. You can actually place a few shekels on your favorite team, but as I like to say, just a few to keep you on the edge of your seat. All right, here we go. Let's begin. We already know what happened with the Frisco matchup against Seattle. Frisco got the win there on Thursday Night Football. But early in London, across the Atlantic, Jacksonville, who's been pitiful this year, their coach is in trouble. They're getting 2 against Chicago. Caleb Williams starting to come into his own as a rookie out of USC. Who do you like?
There's a lot of tough games this week, a lot of not big spreads, so that's kind of tough. I'd be honest, I think the way Caleb is getting better and better, I'm going to take the Bears.
Anthony Richardson, who got knocked out with that oblique injury against the Steelers, is still going to be on the bench. But Joe Flacco seems to get younger and get better. And wouldn't Cleveland like to have him still in their lineup? But he's with the Colts now, and the Colts are getting 2.5 against Tennessee. Who do you like?
Another toss-up game, in my opinion, but I like the Colts plus 2.5.
Cleveland is a complete mess. Deshaun Watson is just not getting it done. They're getting 9.5 against Philadelphia. Philadelphia's got to get back in the game, too. Nick Sirianni's job, I believe, could be on the line. And remember where you heard it. I think Bill Belichick's going to be back coaching again before this year is up. I'm going to miss him in the film room, but he's a great coach. He's the greatest of all time, and he could end up in Philadelphia if they don't get it turned around. So who do you like?
Well, I think Philadelphia is going to win, but if with the points, I'd take Cleveland plus 9.5.
All right. I've been really enjoying Marvin Harrison Jr. out in the desert in Arizona. And Kyler Murray, that young man is proving to me that he belongs in the NFL. He had a great game last weekend. He is so elusive. Arizona getting 5 against the Green Bay Packers.
Ooh, that's another good game, but I'm going to take the Packers.
Drake May getting a rookie start, the young man out of North Carolina in New England. And Houston, C.J. Stroud and company, Joe Mixon will be back in the lineup for Houston. They are spotting New England 7. Who do you like?
Mixon, that's nice getting him back. I think Houston's one of the best teams in the AFC, so I will take Houston.
Not only is he, I think, your rookie of the year, if things continue down the same course, he could actually be the MVP. And for those of us who love tradition, Washington, great tradition, Joe Gibbs for many years, Joe Theismann, Sonny Jurgensen, Billy Kilmer, Apps Charlie Taylor, loved Washington. And yes, they are back with Jaden Daniels, and they are playing great football. They only have 1 loss on the year. Washington getting 6.5 against Baltimore, and Derrick Henry has just been running downhill. How in the world did Dallas let him end up for $8 million in Baltimore? He has really helped Lamar Jackson. They may be playing the best football of anybody in the National Football League. Baltimore spotting Washington 6.5.
Again, I'd like the Ravens to probably win. I think it's going to be a close game, so I would take Washington plus the points. I really like their quarterback.
All right, Derek Carr is out of the lineup, but now hear this. Spencer Rattler, the rookie, is going to start in that football game for New Orleans. Definitely tuning in against Baker Mayfield in Tampa Bay. I'm so happy for Baker Mayfield. New contract, looking strong. Tampa Bay spotting New Orleans 3.5 with the rookie quarterback, Spencer Rattler for New Orleans.
I really like the way he's playing also. I'm going to take Tampa also.
All right, a lot of people are saying Sean Payton's just a bully of a coach. I like him. His track record speaks for itself. He's got a Super Bowl. Drew Brees, look what he did to that man, 6 foot tall, made him play like he was 6'5" and bulletproof. Bo Nix has got a lot of skill set. I think they're starting to finally figure it out in Denver. Denver is getting 3 against the Chargers. Justin Herbert, still not healthy. What do you like?
Ooh, that's a tough one there. Again, since Justin Herbert's out. I really like Bo Nix. I loved him in college. I know he played for a while. But I'm going to take the Chargers.
All right. Carolina getting 6 against Atlanta. Kirk Cousins looking really good. Andy Dalton is just trying to make it, well, watchable in Carolina.
Oh, I think the Falcons are a very nice team. I think they're going to roll. in that game.
Another coach, Mike McCarthy, Greenfield's own, absolutely love him. Had success, won a Super Bowl with the Packers, but he's playing in Big D for America's team, meaning he's their coach. His job, I got to believe, is in jeopardy. They got by the Steelers. How that happened, I don't know, but they did. They need to get this win. And I think for any kind of security moving forward, McCarthy has got to coach them up. They are taking on maybe the best in the NFC. It is Jared Goff in Detroit, and Detroit is spotting Dallas 3. This is a huge home game for Dallas.
It sure is. It's very important for them. But I'll tell you, I love Detroit. I love their coach. I love the way they play. They got 2 great running backs, a great quarterback. Receivers. I'm going to take the Detroit Lions.
Cincinnati's playing for their season, and this is a must-win. They're spotting the Giants 3.5. And you know what? Daniel Jones, the young man from Duke, I'm proud of you. He's starting to actually play some football that the New York Giant fans are buying into, and that's a good thing. Giants getting 3.5 against Cincinnati. Cincinnati's got to win this game.
They do have to win this game, but I'm taking the Giants. I think they've been playing better lately, and Cincinnati hasn't shown me much.
All right, so I'm going to come to the defense of Aaron Rodgers. Not that he needs me to. So people have been saying, he was responsible for Saleh getting fired. He said, look, I had no knowledge of it whatsoever. I don't care how good you are. I don't care what you do. If you are the one signing the paychecks, you have the final say. Yeah, I'm sure they realize he's 40 years of age and they've got to be in it to win it now. But I don't think he had anything to do with Saleh getting fired. I just think they knew with this team and an aging quarterback, they've got to win now. Whether or not they will, I don't know. Josh Allen and company, they too have not been able to figure it out with that consistency. They've had their struggles this year. So you got a couple of coaches on both sides of the football here. One is already gone. You got an interim defensive coach. He may only be there for a cup of coffee. And you've got Buffalo, another place where Bill Belichick could end up. I'm telling you right now, Belichick will be back on the sidelines before the year is up. Must win for the Jets. They need it. 2.5 they're getting against Buffalo.
Where's that game at?
Buffalo.
Buffalo? I'm going to take Buffalo. I think the Jets are kind of a mess right now.
All right, see, Chris doesn't want to go on camera, but he's helping me out in a big way with all the hand signals and stuff. So we're going to run through these picks again. You'll hear his voice.
Okay.
But you won't see him, but you'll hear his voice, okay? You can do this for me. All right, here we go. Vegas, Steelers on the road, giving 3 points. They have to beat Las Vegas.
All right, the Steelers are yes, they do. They do. I'm taking the Steelers.
Okay, so now they're saying Justin Fields is going to be first time in a backup role, actually able to play if need be, but Justin Fields is your starter moving forward. I think it has to stay that way, and at least until he completely flops, because he's 25. He's got a great skill set. He's shown a lot of, I think, moxie at times, and he's got a big-time arm, and he can run the football. For where this team is headed after this year and beyond, he's got to make it work.
Oh, I agree with you. I like Russell a lot, too, but I think Fields is playing good. I think he's getting a little bit better. Last week was maybe a little step back. But once our young offensive line, I think, gets better and plays a little bit more, that will help.
Their running game is horrible.
It is. We need to get that going. I mean, I think Jalen Warren's is a miss.
We got to get him back.
Yeah, and Najee, who's a great customer, he runs his butt off hard, but again, when you get him in the backfield.
Wait, so Najee's a customer?
Yeah, very good.
Did I say how well Najee's been running the football lately? I don't think I've seen a back like that since Jerome Bettis. I do love Najee.
He runs hard.
He's the young man from Alabama. I mean, he's the big time back that we haven't had since Bettis. Somehow, some way, put him in an I formation. Let him run out of an I a little bit.
Do we have a fullback?
Yeah, get a full. Well, we'll find one. I mean, what about put Darnell Washington, the tight end, and the fullback?
That'd be a nice short yardage thing, that's for sure.
All right, so you're going to take the Steelers.
I'm going to take the Steelers.
Okay, Chris, real quick, just tell me who you like here. You've got Jacksonville getting 2 against Chicago. Who do you like?
Bears.
All right, let's go Indianapolis getting 2.5 against Tennessee.
Don't know who's playing for Tennessee, but I will take Tennessee.
Cleveland, 9.5 against Philly. How bad is it in Cleveland?
Horrible.
Okay, he's a man of few words. Arizona getting 5 against Green Bay. Who do you like?
Green Bay's my team to go to the Super Bowl.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
You'll see when Love gets going.
Okay, he's the best. New England getting 7 against Houston.
Houston will destroy it.
Washington getting 6.5 against Baltimore.
I'll take the points because Baltimore gives it up at the end.
That's what I like to see. A man who lives dangerous. He's on the high wire with no net. That's what I like. Carolina getting 6 against Atlanta. All right, Dallas getting 3 against Detroit.
Same as Detroit.
Giants getting 3.5 against Cincinnati.
Giants' 2 best players are out. Cincinnati.
He's so good. Jets getting 2.5 against Buffalo.
You mentioned the Buffalo coach compared to Jets coach. It's a huge mismatch, Buffalo.
Okay, Vegas getting 3 against the Steelers. All right, in closing, will Bill Belichick be coaching before the year is up? Never again?
Never again.
Whew, what do you think?
It was 100% Aaron Rodgers' decision.
Listen, that's what I like about it, mixing it up.
I think Bill probably likes what he's doing right now, but I think next year he'll get a lot of opportunities to come back. I really don't know if he'll come back this year, but he is a heck of a coach. He's the GOAT. Him and Chuck Noll.
Listen, they may
keep him away from the draft room.
That's true.
He's drafted an All-Pro in 10 years.
What do you think about the Steelers? Talk to me while we have a moment. The Steelers right now moving.
They've got a lot of talent. I think their philosophy is horrible on offense.
If you had a chance to get Devontae Adams, would you be all in?
Depends what we.
He's 31.
Depends what we give up for him.
Too much capital. And what's the difference? We could have 3 of them. We don't throw them all enough.
It's Chris Leon. I'm telling you, I could make a bundle. All right. Where else would I rather be than on a beautiful Friday afternoon with the Leon family? This is the place, no matter what the occasion, any reason, any season, when your family wants to gather and have fun and you keep people close to your heart and in your home, look at this place. Everything. And their prices, forget about it. No one comes close. Off now to another location. I'm taking the PA Turnpike. Whippy, I'm getting out of town. Stay with us.